हरे कृष्ण। वॉइस को थोड़ा शार्प कर सकते हैं? चेक करिए। हरे कृष्ण। इधर से वॉल्यूम बढ़ता है, इसमें कुछ दबा हुआ है। एक सेकंड आएंगे। इसमें ये क्या दबा हुआ है? सही है वो। इसमें से भी कुछ चेंज करते रहा कृष्ण। हरे कृष्ण। क्लियरली ऑडिबल नहीं है। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। एम आई क्लियरली ऑडिबल एवरीवन? थोड़ा इको कम हो सकता है। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण। So all of you are coming for first time, right? Okay. So first of all, I would like to welcome all of you for this series of Festival of Enlightenment. So it's a culture. In our culture, we begin each and every class. We begin by praying to God. Before that, we'll do a short kirtan. A short kirtan on Hare Krishna mantra for around 4 to 5 minutes, so that our mind can become calm and focused, and we can grasp the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So we'll do kirtan for next 5 minutes. I'll repeat once, and then you can all sing together afterwards. First I'll repeat, then first I'll sing, then you repeat, then again I'll sing, and you will repeat. Some of the volunteer can have the mic for repeating. So everyone can close your eyes and just simply try to focus on the mantra. So that will help you a lot. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you all for joining this series. So this is the first session of the series Festival of Enlightenment. And let us welcome our speaker, Ms. Grace Daru. So he completed his study and he done BTech in IIT department from the IIT Bangalore, Tamil Nadu. He worked in shell company as data engineer. He received Bhakti Shastri degree from Bhakti Vedanta Raj Vidyalaya that includes in-depth study of scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu, and now he is currently serving full-time in ISKCON and taking these courses in Bhagavad Gita and inspiring a lot of corporate and college girls. So let us welcome the speaker by chanting one time Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So welcome all of you. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you that on a busy Saturday evening, you decided to take out some time, especially to understand Bhagavad Gita, which is a very, very big thing in today's time. So, first of all, I would like to welcome all of you for this new batch of Festival of Enlightenment. So, do you know why do we call it Festival of Enlightenment? Any guesses? What is the meaning of festival? A function where we enjoy, where we come together, where there is nice, delicious food, where there are many people, like-minded people come together and they enjoy. That's called a festival. And what is the meaning of enlightenment? Knowledge getting revealed. So therefore, this is like a festival where spiritual-minded people they come together and we study something from Bhagavad Gita. But the end result is not just enjoyment, but the end result is enlightenment. And we get enlightened on the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So therefore, we have named it especially called Festival of Enlightenment because it helps us to take one step closer towards understanding Bhagavad Gita and towards God. So therefore, we have named it as Festival of Enlightenment. So welcome all of you for this festival, and my sincere gratitude to all of you who have sincerely taken out some time for Bhagavad Gita because we all know what is Saturday evening meant for generally. It's Monday to Friday we are working hard in our corporate offices. Saturday, Sunday is the time where we want to relax a little bit. But in that also you have dedicated your time, little bit time for understanding Bhagavad Gita. So that's a big thing. So therefore, with that, we'll begin today's class with some prayers. So I'll chant and you can repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Everyone hands in the air. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so welcome all of you for today's session, which is based completely on Bhagavad Gita. So nowadays we go to many forums to take such classes on Bhagavad Gita, but I never dare to ask that how many of you have read Bhagavad Gita. If I ask a question here, how many of you have read Bhagavad Gita? Hardly one or two hand raises in an audience of 100 people. If I ask, hardly one or two hand raises up. Tell me frankly, how many of you have read Bhagavad Gita? How many of you have at least heard or read first shloka of Bhagavad Gita? Okay, nice. Okay, so there are a few hands raising up, so that's a good news. So because actually Indians, we have a disease. You know what is that disease? I know. मुझे सब पता है. I know everything. This is the disease. We don't, even when we sometimes we go to book distribution, so we go to distribute Bhagavad Gita to variety of people. So I showed Bhagavad Gita to a person that please take it. So he said, no, no, I don't want it. I already know everything. So then I said, let me see what he knows actually. So I asked him that, what do you know about Bhagavad Gita? He said, Bhagavad Gita, हाँ वही book ना जिसमें ये रावण ने सीता को किडनैप किया था. That book only you are talking about. And I said, हाँ, that book only I'm talking about. So therefore, this is the blindness which people have. This is the disease, especially in India. If you'll see, people will say, I know, I don't want anything. Especially I have been from my background, whereas everyone knows. But even though even after knowing, they will not even implement in their life. But then they'll say that I know everything. So therefore, then this problem, it's occurred, you know why? Because Bhagavad Gita is not being explained in scientific terms. Especially to a younger generation, if we can understand or make them understand Bhagavad Gita in a very, very scientific manner, then people will be able to grasp it. So we are all also from that background, studying from engineering from reputed colleges, worked in some of the corporate offices. So to touch upon such an audience, we have to understand Bhagavad Gita in a scientific manner. So therefore, I also try to do the same. So therefore, Bhagavad Gita has touched my heart also, and I'm trying to repeat the same by giving this knowledge to you. So first of all, we'll like to dedicate today's presentation to His Divine A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. How many of you have known or even heard about him? I think almost all of him. So he requires no introduction. He is the founder Acharya of ISKCON. He was the one who established ISKCON. And you won't believe there are people in MBA colleges, they study his life. They study his life, how much successful he was. There is a course in MBA where they specially try to study his life and how he was successful. I can take a complete class on his achievements, but I'll just shortly brief about him just to know or just to get familiar with the personality. So he was the personality who generally, what do you think to do when you cross 60? 60 क्रॉस करने के बाद क्या लगता है? रिटायरमेंट ना. Generally, I have worked so hard, completely day and night, worked out in and out for my family, for my children. Now after 60, it's time for retirement. But then he was the personality who crossed the ocean at the age of 70. So he thought at the age of 70, he thought, let me go to the Western countries, to America, and let me preach there the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And let's say you are going to a trip, not America, but a nearby place. Let's say you are going to Ooty for trip. So what all arrangements you will make? Then to go to a new place, what all arrangements you will make? Food, shelter where you will stay, hotel you will already book it, cabs and all, airport, this traveling and all you'll pre-book it. But he had no such bookings. He only had 40 rupees when he went to America. Only 40 rupees in his hands. And led to how he went, he did not have the money to afford airplane. He went in a cargo ship. You know what cargo ship is used for? For delivering the goods and all the things. It's not even a ship made for humans. So in a cargo ship, at the age of 70 years, he went. And because of the flows of the ocean, he got seasickness. In the ship, he got two heart attacks, two major heart attacks. But still, he was determined, no, I want to go to America, I want to go to West and preach this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That was his determination. And in his diary, he wrote also that if I would have got a third heart attack, I would have definitely not survived. Still doing all this, he went America, same with 40 rupees. He reached the shore and he didn't even know whether I should turn left or right. We make all the bookings ki haan, airport se utar ke I'll go to that kind of hotel, I'll just book a cab and I'll go. But he does not even know where he'll be staying. That was his dependence on Lord Sri Krishna. That Krishna would have made the arrangements. So like that he went, he preached successfully in America. He traveled the world 21 times. He used to work day and night preaching, and because of his endeavors, in just 10 years, he constructed 108 temples across India, not just across India, but across whole world. He traveled the whole world 21 times. And then after 5 years, when he came back to India, he came back and he showed his original 40 rupees. And none of my money was spent. Everything was arranged by Krishna. So that's his power. So MBA students, they actually study all of this. So it's very, very important to dedicate our gratitude before we start any of these sessions. With this gratitude in our hearts, we'll start today's session. So what is the name of today's session? What is the topic? You've gone through the message. और नो, किसी को याद नहीं है? The name of today's session, Festival of Enlightenment, is general the series name. You can sit here, bro. You can sit here. Okay, man. Don't worry, I won't ask questions or anything. आगे बैठ सकते हैं. So the name of today's topic is the missing link. So what is the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the missing link? People say no, something missing है जीवन में, कुछ तो missing है, something is missing in my life. So I don't know how many of you feel this because you are still young, you are still in exploring mood. I want to explore this, I want to explore that. But then our counselors, they keep on meeting some of the CEOs, some of the giants who are very, very successful. At the age of 40, 50, they have everything what a normal person would aspire for. A normal person would aspire for good wife, good children, and then a very nice house, posh house, nice posh car, everything they have. But then still they ask question, Rosie, still something is missing in my life. They have everything what we can dream of or what we can imagine of. But still the question persists in the mind that something is missing. Like one of the top 10 advocates of India, he came to one of our counselors to get some counseling. So she was a lady. She approached and she said that I have everything in my life that a normal person would aspire for, but still I feel something missing in life. कुछ तो खाली है, something is missing. Not just in many of the businessmen also. They also, after getting everything, fulfilling all their dreams, whatever they aspire for, but still they think, what next? अब और क्या? What is missing in that life? So in today's class, we'll try to know what is that actual piece which is missing. What are we lacking? So to understand this, let's first understand some basic concepts. So tell me some similarities between animals and humans. What are some of the similarities between animals and humans? बताइए. There is no negative marking. Both eats. Very nice. What else? What else is the similarity? Correct. They also sleep. We also sleep. What else? बस यही दो सेम है. हाँ. Desires. Okay. Animal also have desire. I want to eat variety of foodstuffs. We also have the desire. Anything else? So there is a nice shloka in Mahabharata that summarizes all of what you have said. Let's see the shloka. This is from Mahabharata Shanti Parva. You can repeat after me. Ahara nidra bhayamaitunam cha samanyam pashubhi naranam dharmo hitesham adhiko vishesha dharmena hina pashubhi samana. So in this verse, the first line, it talks about the similarities between animals and humans. What are the four similarities between animals and humans? So it says ahar nidra bhay maithun. What is the meaning of ahar? Food. So they also eat, we also eat. What is the meaning of nidra? Sleep. They also sleep, we also sleep. Then what is the meaning of bhaya? Fear, fearing or defending. And then what is the meaning of maithunam? Sex life. There is reproduction for generating offsprings. So they also do that, we also do that. So these four are the similarity between animals and humans. And we have made an acronym so that we can easily understand or remember this. So let's see some of the similarities between animals and humans. So first of all, from S, sleeping or nidra. E is eating or ahara. Another is enjoyment, that is maithuna. And D, that is defending or bhaya. So seed, you can remember seed, S-E-E-D. So with that you can remember these four are similarities between animals and humans. Now let's try to look in each one of them. Like first similarity is sleeping. Nice picture, no? Sometimes it is opposite also. You see, especially when people are drunk, it's opposite. And nowadays they take pet dogs. Pet dogs, how nicely they'll keep nice bed for it. So dogs are sleeping on bed and humans are sleeping on footpath. This is there. This is common thing, sleeping. So we were taking the similar session in one of the forums. So there a person got offended. He raised his hand and he said that, "Arey, how can you compare my sleeping and dog sleeping? A dog sleeps on a footpath and I sleep on my special curl-on mattress with double spring, special foam, special kind of cotton. I sleep on that. So what is the difference? So how can you say that it is similar? My sleeping and dog sleeping is similar. Similar. And the speaker was very intelligent. He said that when you are deep asleep, it doesn't even matter whether you are sleeping on bed or whether you are sleeping on road. When you are deep asleep, because what is the end result of sleeping? End result क्या है sleeping? Stress is gone, energy is restored, and I am now the rest is complete. So end result is same. You have seen when a human wakes up, he does like this. He stretches his arms. When a dog wake up, he will do like this. He will also stretch his arm. So end result is same. That rest is being fulfilled, and now you are feeling refreshed. So end result is same. So you cannot say that there is any difference. There is similar activity only. You might be sleeping on your bed, but the result is same. It is sleeping. That is rest is being done. Then let's talk about eating. So what is the end result of eating? Tell little loudly. One by one. Stomach is being fed, our hunger is mitigated, and we feel energetic in life. So eating also, end result of eating is also same, whether a human eats or whether an animal eats. It is same. Hunger is being mitigated. But then it is said sometimes that animals are better than us in eating. How? Because when the food comes in front of an animal, let's say a dog, it will immediately eat it. When it comes in front of human, what they'll do? Photo खींच पहले. First take a photograph. Oh, lighting is not proper. Take from different angles. So like that we do. And humans, we have so much nakra. It is less spicy. Onion come, it's more spicy. All that. But animals are better. Whatever, even if it's little bit edible, they will simply eat it. And then when it comes to waiting time for us, when we order on Zomato, it shows 10 minutes. Oh, 10 minutes, I have to wait so much time. But an animal, it patiently waits for hours together for his food. So therefore, we can say we do not have even that much patience. In 10 minutes also, we say, "Arey, 10 minutes lagega." What kind of delivery service they are doing? So therefore, we say animals are much better than this. So what we have seen till now, what are the two activities similar between animals and humans? First is sleeping, and second is eating. Third is enjoyment or mating. What is the end result of mating? Mating, offspring is generated. We produce reproduction, that is same. That is also similar between animals and humans. The end result is same. And finally, fourth one, defending or fighting. So we all have a tendency to protect ourselves. So even when I remember my school days, I also used to fight a lot. Don't go on my body. Right now I'm little lean, but during my school days I was very strong and stout person. I was very healthy and bulky person. So even I used to have a lots of fight. Whenever fight पहले होता है तो रुक जा पहले चश्मा निकालने. Like that we tend to protect ourselves. Even when I was in my college time, so I was in VIT Vellore. So there I got a hostel. I joined there, and unfortunately I got a six-bed sharing. Six beds. Anyone of you have an experience of what it feels like staying six people in a small room? Hmm. We had, yeah. For one, oh, you are in VIT for one. So I also was there, but not for 1 month. I was there for 4 years. So for my first year, I was in this six-bed sharing. So in six-bed, one nice entertainment thing is we get variety of people from variety of different backgrounds, and they share their variety of experiences. So one of them was from a village background from Maharashtra. So looking at him only, I could realize he was some of a background of some gunde ke background ka tha ye. So I was asking his experiences, and he was saying that how he used to fight a lot, and how once he did half murder and he was arrested by police. And then I became very fearful. किनके साथ रुक रहा हूँ मैं college में? I came to study, and which kind of people are staying with. So therefore, this activity is same. That is defending. Everyone wants to defend, or what is the end result of defending or fighting? To protect oneself. To protect oneself. So animals, it is same between animals, and therefore here the picture is very nice, no? Generally we see men fighting. So we had this picture in one of our forums also. So there most of the audience were women. So they got offended कि हमारा photo कैसे लगा दिया. But then we saw जैसे dog fight होता है, we have cat fight also. That happens. So you see, in all the four things what we discussed, what are the four similarities? Sleeping, eating, enjoyment, and different. End result between humans and animals is same only. So now the question for all of you is, what is the difference between animals and humans? What makes us different or more qualified than animals? Tell me. Thoughts to animals also have. They also think today I'll go and I'll eat this kind of bone, or I'll go to this garbage and I'll eat this kind of stuff. They have more intelligence. Okay, valid. What else? Control the desires. Okay, yeah, they are much more less controlled, and we have a tendency. But are we also do we have self control? Really? That is very clear when we scroll the shorts. We see for next 5 minutes only I'll scroll, but then hours went by, and then it's realized that how much self control we are in any of the activities. Let's say even waking up, we start our day by losing. How? Alarm laga hai 5 bajega. First of all, alarm will ring, and what we'll do? Where will our finger first of all go? Snooze. Let me sleep for 10 minutes more. So actually speaking, we also do not. We are worse than animals in these kinds of things. So tell me the difference. Come on, you are all humans. Tell me how you are better than animals. Feelings of, but feelings even dog has. Let's say a dog is coming very happily, waving his tail towards you, and you shoo him off. So he'll also feel bad. His waving of tail will go away, and he also will go away. So they also have lots of emotions. But then what is the end result of our communication? We end up building nuclear weapons. Then they are much better than us in those sense. You see, it's not a great qualification if we can communicate better. हम कैसे हटके animals? See, we are not able to answer. This is our condition. We are not able to answer how we are better than any. Correct. Can you say once again? A dog cannot come to this class and understand what I am saying. Can he understand Bhagavad Gita even if I speak in front of him? A dog cannot understand. Spirituality is the only thing that makes us different from animals. Otherwise, all the activities is same. A dog might sleep on footpath, you might sleep on your king size bed, but the end result is same only. Both of you are getting rest. So then that is not the main difference. The main difference is spirituality. In our Gujarat, I've stayed in Gujarat from childhood. So there is a famous saying. It's called Bhai Sagar Bhagwat. That means this we tell to a dumb person. Let's say there is a dumb person, you are giving instructions and he is not able to understand. So he is compared to bhais. Bhais means buffalo. So buffalo के आगे भागवत पढ़ेंगे और भगवत गीता पढ़ेंगे तो it's useless only. Therefore, in front of an animal, if you read Bhagavad Gita, it's useless. But we humans, we have a tendency to learn, realize, and understand and implement Bhagavad Gita. That makes us different from animals. Otherwise, all of it is same only. Let's say you are working somewhere, but you are working to earn money. But then what will you use your money for? Ultimately, for these four activities only: for better eating, for better sleeping, for better mating, for better defending only. So then what is the difference between, you cannot say that I go to my corporate office, therefore I am different from animals. No, that is not the main thing, because then why you are going to corporate or why you are earning money? Only so that you can do these four things better. So just raising the bar is not the main thing, because end result is same only. What makes us different, that we are going to see today. There are four things that makes us different from animals. Now one of you said intelligence, right? Our intelligence is greater. But then I tend to disagree with that. So let's understand with an example. A cat who steals the milk. So some people who have cat as an pet animal, they can relate with this. So a cat, she waits for a perfect opportunity that as soon as my master is asleep, she will go very carefully near the refrigerator. She'll find where exactly, she'll spot where the milk is. She'll finish off the milk very, very silently, and she'll come down and sleep off. And then the master will come and realize, "Arey, milk kahan gaya? Doodh kahan gaya?" He will not be able to detect also. So that is the intelligence of animals. Animals are also very, very sharp and intelligent. Another example, have you seen this kind of nest? So these are beautiful nests, and these are very, very difficult to tear. Like in one of our villages, we went there, one of the nests was fallen down, and I tried, pulled hard to break it, but it was not breakable. This amazing nest is being made by these birds. So that much intelligence they also have. We cannot make, but they can make. And then there are so many other animals which we see in science also, like bat. Bat, how it uses to detect obstacles or detect prey? Ultrasound. Ultrasound, the technology which came for us recently, he is using it for millions of years back. So that is their capabilities. A bat, he uses ultrasound. A spider, he also builds a beautiful house, some creative nets. And then a tiger, you know how he hunts? Net Geo History TV 18 देखा है किसी ने? A tiger, how strategically it hunts. It slowly goes down to where the prey is, and it ultimately attacks and catches the prey. So much intelligence is applied there. So we cannot say that even we do not have that much intelligence. So we cannot say that my intelligence is higher than animals' intelligence. They are also skilled in their own respective things. Animals also have thinking, creativity, feelings. All of these they also have. So they also have all these things, but ultimately they use their intelligence for what? The four activities which we say: sleeping, eating, enjoyment, and defending. And we humans are also unfortunately doing the same thing. We are also using our developed intelligence for doing these four things only: eating, sleeping, enjoyment, and defending. Like you see, there is so much research done on eating. How can I make a food more tasty? Master chef, they bring out more and more tasty kinds of food. So many restaurants are there down the street. So we are using all our intelligence where to make the food tasty so that I can enjoy better. Like animals only, no difference. Sleeping also. How can I make my sleep better? Now new kinds of bed coming, special bed of foams, water bed is also there. All these kinds of new technologies, we are using our brain to develop this only. But we don't realize that the end result is same as that of animal. And then enjoyment also. We are trying to build out new ways to prolong our enjoyments. But then again, it's not different from animals. And then finally, defending. Defending for dogs, it is similar, simple. Dog, it will just go and bite. But for us, for our defense, we create lots of pages and pages of insurance policies so that I can be protected. So much insurance we do, and every time, and we use our intelligence where to create nuclear weapons, which are destructive for the whole community. So therefore, we have higher intelligence, but we are using it for again these four things only: to enjoy, to eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So then all our intelligence is used for this purposes only, just like animals. So now the question is, how are we special? So that we'll see. There are four things that makes us different from animals that we are going to see today. First is A. A means ability. For this also we have made an acronym ABCD. So A is ability for higher inquiry. So only a human can inquire that why am I suffering? मेरे जीवन में इतना तकलीफ क्या है? An animal, a dog will never think that why am I suffering so much. Such an idea will never come into his mind. But we have that inquisitiveness in our mind that we can ask these questions. That why am I suffering? अरे मरने के बाद क्या होता है? Such thoughts come into your mind. What happens after death? Such in dog's mind, this kind of inquisitiveness, it will never come. Why the world is made like this? Yeah, what is there on that inquisitiveness? What is there in other world? What is the star made of? All this inquisitiveness is there in humans only. So this is the first similarity, A, that is ability for higher inquiry. Second is B, B for bliss. So we are all, jahan bhi jaye, we are all looking for bliss. We want happiness in our life. Like how many of us have slept in our childhood without eating, since we are not like the dish made by our mother. आज मेरे पसंद का नहीं बना है तो I will just go off and sleep. Because we need variety. दाल राइस कितने दिन खाऊंगा? I want some sizzlers, I want some burger, I want some pizza. We need variety. So we are all after. Dog will never say that अरे आज इस डस्टबिन से खाया, कल उस डस्टबिन से खाता हूँ. No, not like that. So we are the ones who are looking for bliss in each and everything, for each and every opportunity. But animals, they are pretty adaptable for this. Third, C for choice. You have a choice to not waste your life outside, but come to Bhagavad Gita sessions. You have a choice. But dogs or any animals, they do not have this kinds of choice. They cannot make the choice. They are just programmed to do these four things: eating, sleeping, mating, defending. They are just programmed to do that. Whereas we have a choice whether to waste the life in these four things only or to understand higher aspects of spiritual life. So this is the third one, that is choice. And finally D, determination. Determination to achieve something higher in life. Like you have passed through colleges. They all, how many of you studied whole semester? पूरा semester शुरुआत से लेके last तक पढ़ाई करते हैं. We all studied one night before exam only, and we study with determination. 10 hours, 10 chapters. I'll be able to finish. And then we waste 4-5 hours more than 5 hours, 10 chapters. And still somehow by morning we are able to finish it. So because a human, once it determines, then it does. Animal do not have such crazy level of determination. Even like when our placements were going on in our college. So mostly tier 1 companies, they come in first month. So mostly all of us, we got placed in the tier 1 companies. But then there was one person who was not able to be placed in tier 1 company, and he was trying. So our placements, we start in April, and by mid of May, almost everyone is placed. But then this person, he was not getting placement only anywhere, but he was very, very determined. So he got an opportunity, he got an employment letter in January, next year, January. And I was shocked to look at his determination. You can imagine April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and next month, January. For 10 months, he was completely focused, thinking, we were all nicely enjoying. हमें job मिल गया, अभी internship भी नहीं था. For me, there was no internship also, just direct full time job. So I was nicely enjoying watching Netflix and all, however I can waste my time. So because at that time I was also not connected to spirituality or understood Bhagavad Gita. So I nicely wasted during 8-9 months. I nicely enjoyed. But he, even after looking that everyone is enjoying, but still he was determined. No, I want to be placed. And after 10 months of his determination and patience, he finally got placed. So this level of determination is not being showed by animals of any kind. So therefore, this is how we are special. A for ability for higher inquiry. B is for bliss. We are always after bliss. C, choice. We have a choice. And D, determination. These four things. This is how we are special. So now, after understanding this concept, let's come to today's topic again. So for that, let me try to explain this with an analogy. So animal life, it is compared for a comparison sake, we'll compare animal life to a tractor and human life to a Mercedes. So Mercedes, it's a nice car, and a tractor, it's used for plowing the field. Now, if we use Mercedes car for plowing the field, what will happen? If I'm using Mercedes car for plowing the field, आज मेरी Mercedes से मैं खेत जोतता हूँ, what will happen? Will it work? गाड़ी खराब हो जाएगी. Your car will fail because Mercedes is not meant for plowing the field. It is meant for higher. It is meant for nice long drive, nice enjoyment, good ride. It is meant for that. So this is the point to be noted, that if a Mercedes car is used for plowing, it will get spoiled. So make this point as a note into your mind. So I'll come back to this point, but before that, let me share a story. This was in my college days, again after first year. So now vacations happened, and I was also going to my home. There was 1.5 month vacation. So I reached from Vellore. I took a flight from Chennai to Gujarat in Ahmedabad. While I boarded the flight, I landed. Then I took a cab from airport to my house. So in the cab, there was a young person who was driving the car. He was not much greater, not much bigger than me. He would be like 28, 29 or maximum 30s age. So, and he was looking a little professional. So I was also inquisitive, like he is driving a cab, I'm not sure. And he was asking me questions that what do you do? And I said, I'm doing my BTech in my college, VITL, or I'm doing engineering. And I thought he might not be that much educated. Let me explain him what is engineering all about, what is BTech all about. So I told that, so see, BTech in IT, it's all about this. And he said, Arey, mujhe mat bata, I know everything. I know everything. Because I am also an engineer. I am also a BTech. And I was shocked. For a glimpse, I can see my future. Of course, each and every profession is respectable, but for just comparative purpose, we are just trying to analyze this point. That, and in his talks, it was very, very relevant that he was looking very, very frustrated. He was good in his speaking skills. He had a nice degree of BTech. He was very well qualified. But then tell me, why was he frustrated? Why was there frustration in his mind? Correct. So he has higher qualification, and he is doing the thing which is not meant for level of his qualification. So therefore, he was naturally frustrated. He was highly qualified, but then at the end of the day, he was driving cabs. So therefore, he was frustrated in his life. He was feeling something hollow or missing in his life. So here we come to the answer to our initial question, that why do we feel hollowness, or why do we feel frustration? Because humans are also meant to do something which is above, not just similar to animals. And if we keep on doing these four activities like eating, sleeping, mating, defending, that is similar to animals, then naturally we also feel something missing in life, something hollow in our life, and we feel frustrated in our life. Because these things are meant to be done by lower species of animals also. We are meant for higher spiritual things. So therefore, it is very, very important. Therefore, people keep on asking that, Prabhu ji, kuch missing lagta hai life mein. There is something missing in my life. Even after earning crores of money, even after having nice villa, nice apartment, nice car, whatever you can dream of, they have everything. But still, what next? Something is missing in my life. So that is the reason that we feel hollowness or missing in our life. And how do we try to fill this hollowness? How do we try to fill this hollowness? In general, आप क्या करते हो? What do you feel when you feel hollowness or missing or frustrated in life? Distract ourselves with, again, those four things only: more eating, more sleeping, more mating, more defending. Again, we are in that same loop. We are like in my PG days. So Saturday Sunday मतलब 12 बजे से पहले कोई नहीं उठेगा. Before 12 o'clock in the afternoon no one will wake up. So I also used to sleep at late in the night. I used to wake up at 12 o'clock afternoon because bore हो गया. So कितना सोऊंगा. So I got bored with one activity of sleeping. Then I said, let me order something from Zomato and let me eat. And खा के bore हो गया, then again sleeping. So like that we go on. We are doing similar activities, eating, sleeping, mating, defending, and we are feeling similar kind of frustration. And to get distraction, we just change the activity. Now let me sleep. अभी bore हो रहा है, चलो कुछ खा के आता हूँ, चलो ये करके आता हूँ. But still, this is only a patch-up solution. It's not a permanent solution. Still, again, that feeling of emptiness or hollowness will come into your life. So therefore, we have example of so many people. Like there was a huge, very very wealthy person. He came to us. He had a huge house, and in this whole huge house, 4 log rehte, 4 people. In that also 2 of his sons stay abroad. So in a full big house, only 2 people are staying. Like in one of our neighborhood, an old couple used to stay. So they were foreign return. They had nice money, huge house, massive house, and only the 2 couple they used to stay. Their children were also in abroad, and they were, even though they had everything, nice house, nice car, everything, all the facilities, but still there was hollowness in their life. And I could make it out. Whenever we used to go at their house, they would catch us and talk with us and not leave us for a few hours. That much how vacant or empty they were feeling in their life, even after achieving everything in their life, preparing their own food. They do not have kids. Also, kids are in foreign, washing own clothes. That old person, old guy, he used to watch Netflix also. मेरे को पूछा था कैसे चलाते हैं, how to use that. So they are trying various means to fulfill their hollowness in their life, but it was very clear that they are not happy. You see, people are in today's world also. If you see, people are thoroughly hollow and depressed in their lives. Like people have a lot of money, but need nahi hai. They cannot sleep. They are taking sleeping tablets for them. You see, especially rich people, they have so many problems like that. Even they have so much money, but all their money is going in the psychiatrist के जेब में जा रहा है. Psychiatrist के पास जाके, please advise me. I'm not able to sleep. I'm not able to eat. So much rich person, but then he had so much stomach problem. सिर्फ खिचड़ी खा सकता है वो. Like that. Also, so many problems are there. And nowadays, condition is so worse that people are ready to spend money for laughing. कॉमेडी शो के लिए जाते हैं, मुझे हंसाने के मैं 500 देने को तैयार हूँ, मुझे हंसा दो बस. So much people are frustrated in their life. So much hollowness in their life. In older times, it was not the case, because older times we were somehow connected to spirituality. But in modern times, we are completely detached from spirituality, and therefore, this is the reason we are suffering without any reason. People are ready to spend thousands on food, but no one is ready to give you 100 rupees for Gita classes. That's the miserable condition which is going on. So even after having everything, they are feeling hollow in their life and they are not able to feel happiness in their life. Now tell me, why we want to fill this hollowness, and what is everyone searching for in life? What is that thing that everyone is searching in life for? Hmm? Happiness. Okay. What else? Peace. Nice. What else? ये यही तो चाहिए. 1 करोड़ का पैकेज नहीं चाहिए. Normally they say balanced lifestyle, peace in their life, some kind of happiness in their life, stability in life, higher package. All these kinds of questions come into success in their life. So, but everything, it boils down to one word, that is happiness. कुछ भी कर लो, I want to stay happy in my life. मुझे खुश रहना है. Ultimately, we all want happiness. And you see, if you go outside, there are so many advertisements also made for happiness. On streets, if you go, there will be so many advertisements like buy your dream house and you will be happy. In Bangalore, you will see so many advertisements that you will achieve true happiness if you buy this house. एक घर खरीद के जीवन की खुशी मिल जाएगी आप लोग को. They advertise 3 BHK for 99 crores. This is how Bangalore rates are going very very high. In advertisement also, they'll display whole family is happy, enjoying in the backyard of the house, smiling faces with smiling faces. And we think, अरे ये घर मिल गया तो शायद मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा. We want happiness. Buying this house will make my life perfect. Or buy this car and you will be happy. They about car, they say this set top box, Tata Sky ad. What is the slogan for Tata Sky ad? इसको लगा डालो तो लाइफ जिंगा। एक सेट टॉप बॉक्स लगाने से तुम्हारा जीवन का सारा प्रॉब्लम्स खत्म हो जाएगा, इट विल बी मिटिगेटेड। लाइक दैट दिस इंडस्ट्री इज फूलिंग अस। Buy this sports bike and you will be happy. And in photograph, the person is going for a long drive nicely, a nice companion, female companion is sitting beside and he is enjoying. One of my friends in that motivation, he took the bike, maybe bike देख के शायद लड़की आएंगी, so he took an expensive sports bike and after few months he came to me and said, लड़की तो आ नहीं रही but week after week I am just paying EMIs on the bike, taken on the loan. So like that खुशी मिलती नहीं, सब ढूंढते रहते हैं. And then most funny is this, buy this innerwear and you will become happy. अमूल माचो अपना लक पहन के चलो, ये they are advertising कि ये पहन लो and your life will become completely fortunate. So like that, we also don't know what kind of innerwear they sell. So this is how they advertise. You are feeling unhappy and these advertisements, they take that you buy this and you take this, you will become happy. And then they are, even after buying everything, there are many successful people who have everything in their life, but even after buying everything, having everything, but still, what next? अब और क्या? Now still I am not feeling that higher success in my life or higher happiness in my life. So now let's have an objective and logical analysis on spiritual platform, that how actually a person can be happy. How actually a person can be happy. So let's first of all, let's try to figure out what are the needs of a human being. Anyone, they have seen this pyramid? कहीं पे देखा? Where? No, this is not the food chain one. Ah, correct. So this is something called as Maslow's pyramid. So he talks about 4 needs of a human. If these 4 needs of human are fulfilled, then he is finally happy in his life. This in objective analysis that is made by him. So let's see what are these 4 needs. First is physical need. Physical need. What is the meaning of physical need? Examples. What are the physical needs? Correct. So anything that pertains to the physical body, like eating or sleeping, all this, doing exercise, maintaining the body, going to gym, yoga, all these kinds of things. Even going to office also, we do it for maintaining this body only at the end of the day. So all this comes under physical need. Second is psychological need. Psychological need means you should be mentally satisfied or you should have a sense of achievement psychologically. Like when you get appraisal and your colleague doesn't get, that is a nice, my psychological needs are being fulfilled. When I get a promotion or something, even for students, if I get better marks, 2 mark मुझे ज़्यादा मिल गया, उससे मैं first आ गया, so they are psychologically satisfied. Entrepreneur making huge profits in his company, for him that is success. So it is all about, this need is all about achievements in their life. Everyone should feel that I have achieved something in my life. When someone has that kind of satisfaction, then his psychological needs are fulfilled. First is physical, second is psychological need. What is third? Emotional need. Sense to love someone and sense to be loved by someone. Everyone wants to love someone and everyone wants to be loved by someone. And we see that a lot in the streets of Bangalore. ऐसे हाथ में हाथ डाल करके, कंधे में कंधा डाल करके, we see couples walking nicely. And if someone finds no one to love, तो क्या करते हैं? कोई नहीं है तो let me take a pet dog. Pet dog से थोड़ी खुशी मिल जाएगी. To get and feeling of getting loved. So all this comes under emotional need. I want to be loved and I want to love someone. And I'll also talk about the 4th need, but before that, these 3 needs are what everyone are looking for or hankering for. Everyone want these 3, right? At the certain or at this point, everyone needs this same thing: physical need, psychological need, and emotional need. So physical need, how you can, and people are ready to do anything to fulfill their physical need. 9 to 6 job करेंगे, 9 to 9 job करेंगे, कुछ भी करेंगे, but I want my physical needs to be fulfilled. Even psychological need, we see people working hard, very hard to get promotions, to get appraisals. And even emotional needs, people are trying their best to maintain relationships. Like one of the students, we were conducting Gita class like this only, and one of the students, after Prasad, he was discussing with one of our mentors. So he was discussing, he said, Prabhu ji, मेरा एक doubt है, मैं पूछूं क्या? बोला हाँ पूछ ले भाई. तो Prasad, they was taking, they were honoring Prasad, and he asked the question that I had a girlfriend and now she left me, but she has come back. Should I accept her again? And bola, wow, these are nice kinds of questions you are asking to a monk, especially. And then the person thought, okay, let me answer. Then he asked that, छोड़ के गई मतलब कहाँ छोड़ के चली गई? तो बोला वो प्रभु जी किसी और के साथ चली गई थी. She went with someone else. So should I accept her or not? And then he asked कि कितनी बार हो गया ऐसा? Many times, बहुत बहुत बार हो गया प्रभु जी. तो why does it happen again? Why किसी के साथ चली जाती है? तो he said, प्रभु जी वो जब पीती है ना तो उसको भी नहीं पता चलता किसके साथ चली जा रही है. So like that, this is the condition. But still, even after all these kinds of condition, he wants to maintain the relationship. That's how people are trying their best to maintain relationships, because by that only our emotional needs will be fulfilled. So people are trying best to maintain these three kinds of need, that is physical need, psychological need, and emotional need. But still, after trying so hard, even after meeting all the conditions, there is something which is unfulfilled. Let's try to understand why from a case study. Anyone knows Chester Bennington? कोई जानता है? American singer. During our time, many of the people used to follow him in colleges. So he was lead singer of Linkin Park, a very famous American band. He was a huge American album. He was a huge celebrity, and he committed suicide on 20th July 2017. So think about him. Think about his three needs. Don't you think his physical needs would be completely fulfilled? He had lots of money. कुछ भी चाहिए वो खरीद सकता है. There were departments in his health. They would take care of his physical health. So his physical needs are definitely fulfilled. Now let's come to the psychological need. So psychological need is all about sense of achievement. And he had the greatest sense of achievement. He was the best of the singers. People used to love him. They were mad after him. So his psychological needs were also fulfilled. He had full notion of how much successful he had. So his psychological need is also fulfilled. Third one is which need?